welcome to episode 2 of It's Our Time with Scott Ryan. Today, we have another first ever. Can you imagine that? I'm going to talk to a Twin Peaks actor who has never given a Twin Peaks interview, has never really told anyone what that person did. There's a couple clues behind me. The Twin Peaks first interview, topic Twin Peaks the pilot. Oh, your heads are going now, aren't you? Who do we have? But before we get to that, I like to be Ryan Seacrest sometimes. Want to tell you about Twin Peaks Day. It's coming up. We're going to be in Snoqualmie, and John Thorne and I will be doing a book signing and reading at the Snoqualmie Trading Company, a couple doors down from Tweeds at 4:30 on Twin Peaks Day. So if you're going out there for the real Twin Peaks Day event, come there Friday. Saturday from 11 to like 6:30. There's a bunch of panels going on. I'm hosting some, Vinny's hosting some. Marinelli is hosting one who interviews me. So that's really the most important one. That's at 11 a.m. So Saturday at 11, come see M interview me about my Fire Walk with Me book. And then I'm going to interview M about her Twin Peaks tattoo podcast. And we have some people who have some Twin Peaks tattoos. Then I'm going to talk to John Thorne about his book, and Josh Minton's going to join us, and we're going to talk about The Return. Vinny's got some props. And then I'll be talking to some people who worked on Twin Peaks who are from that area. So I know they have a bunch of stuff going on. I think Friday night they're showing Fire Walk with Me. So anyway, if you're going to that, come see me. If not, I'm going to be posting those panels on this YouTube channel. It'll probably be audio only, but so make sure you subscribe to the Blue Rose Magazine channel. And also, wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I, crazy? Look what came. It's the Lost Highway book. These are so hard to show, but I mean, here it is, guys. It's here, full color. I got one copy. It's beautiful. Please, there's not very many that's going to be beautiful like this. Okay, I mean, the other ones will be fine. They'll be Amazon print on demand. That'll come out later. If you have not gone to bluerosemag.com and ordered the Lost Highway book, now is the time. I'm going to be doing labels. They're going to be going out in the next month or so, and they're limited. I think that's all my news. Now, who is this guest going to be? It's pretty exciting, isn't it? We don't know. Never gave an interview before. No one's been able to uncover this person. And we've got to give to my detectives, Dugpa and Stephen Miller. They brought us Lil. Remember Lil? We had that interview. That's is it still out there now that the Red Room podcast is dead? I'm not even sure. That was a heck of a thing. Remember, she had the rug delivered. This is not that. Someone new. Enjoy the first ever interview. So here we go, everyone. Cancel your rug deliveries and put everything to the side because we've got Holly Borgelthos. Did I say it right?
Uh-huh.
Ha! And this is the person you've been wanting to talk to, but you didn't even know it. Holly, tell us who you play in Twin Peaks.
I play the screaming lady, screaming girl outside the window when they find out that Laura's dead. Oh geez, there I am.
Do you have any idea that people have been searching for you for 30 years?
Nope, none at all.
This is pretty exciting for someone like me who's got to interview like a ton of Twin Peaks people. I mean, first of all, are you a Twin Peaks fan?
I saw the movie. I love that it's in our town, that it was fun to do it, but I haven't really watched everything. I've got 5 kids and grandkids, and so my life is definitely not, I don't watch much TV stuff like that. But I watched the movie and yeah, so I'm not a fan.
And you say you have kids and grandkids. Do they know that you were in a TV show?
So my youngest son found out when you texted me. I thought everybody knew. I think my older kids for sure know, but he's 14 and he didn't know. He says he doesn't know. I thought he knew, but I don't know. No, probably not. Not everybody knows.
I think that's just so funny to me because if I was in any TV show, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was in one of those really crappy Friday night sitcoms,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, everyone I knew would know. So how did you get the part?
They just had tryouts at the high school, and my sister and brother and I think we tried out, or at least put our name on a list that we'd want to be in the movie. And my sister and I were both cheerleaders, and then I also was in choir. And I think the choir is what, like having two extracurricular activities. I don't really know how they finally decided that I could do that. My sister and brother are walking in the hallway at some point, and a lot of my friends are walking in the hallway or doing other things. So yeah.
So 3 of your family members are in the pilot of Twin Peaks.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that is so crazy. And they're just walking around the school?
Yeah, in the hallway. Well, I think so. It's been a little while since I've seen it, but in my mind, I think that they are walking down the hall. Yeah.
Now, so let me just clue you in on something you don't know about.
Okay.
So
a lot.
there have been 3 actors that people have just never been able to find through all the years.
Uh-huh.
Okay, one was in the movie Fire Walk with Me, and it was the redhead lady, and we just found her like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Then it was the girl who screams across the courtyard.
Okay. Yeah.
That lady. And the other one is the guy who kind of does the moonwalk backwards
The dance.
across the
Uh-huh.
hall.
I saw him.
Do you know who does the
So I need to have it blown up a lot maybe to see who that is, but I don't recognize him with from how much I can see of his face. But my brother might. He seems like, it looks like he's a little bit younger, even though he was in the senior hall, or at least it looks like the senior hall to me. He might be a little bit younger, and so maybe my brother would know who that is. I don't know.
I was just hoping it was your brother. I was just hoping you were
Oh
gonna say,
no, no, he
"Oh, it's my
doesn't.
brother."
Yeah.
I've always tried to pass it off that it was me, but it doesn't work.
No, it seemed a little bit too tall.
Yeah. Yes. So there's nothing I can do about it. Is that really you screaming?
It is.
Now, do you realize that you're in the new season of Twin Peaks?
So I think when it came out, one of my cousins messaged me, or my sister. We have another sister, so there's 4 of us total. And she really loves Twin Peaks. She's probably the only one that I signed an autograph for her, like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, because one of her friends really liked the movie. And so that's probably my only autograph I think I've ever signed, but I know that she loves it. And yeah.
But yeah, because so in the beginning, when it came back, like that, they show that scene again. I mean,
Yeah, that's what somebody said. I was surprised about that because I thought it was such a small little part, like had no idea they were going to put it in there again until it came out.
well, I always like to tell the story, and people who have heard my podcast have heard this many times, but I watched the pilot of Twin Peaks at my girlfriend's house. I was in college.
Okay.
And when your scene came up and you screamed and ran across, her dad stood up and just went rah at the TV and left the room. And I always thought it was a strange, I think he had it was building really pretty much from the beginning.
Yeah.
But there's just something about that. And I think people want to take a look. How do you feel about taking a look at it? Let's watch it.
I'm okay. It's not my favorite thing to watch, but I'll
And then let's see what memories come to
Really,
you.
Bobby Briggs in this classroom.
No, he's in 107. 107.
Could I speak to you for a moment, please?
Certainly.
There's a...
So there we go. That's you.
Yep.
Now, I'm assuming that you didn't do that with, like, just you probably did that on another day that cast wasn't there or whatever. Do you know?
Oh, yeah, I might have seen the cast once, or one or two of people, but not everybody.
And how
And
many
I don't know if
times-
it was the same day. There were several days that they were there and filming, and yeah, I think they did probably all of our stuff separate.
and how many times did you have to do it?
I wish I could remember, a couple probably. Once
Couple?
or twice, maybe three. I don't know. I don't want to say a certain number and then they'd be
Right.
like, no, yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's gonna remember.
Yeah.
I just wondered if you just did it one time and that was it, or
I
a
maybe
couple is
did
probably about
because
it.
it's not that hard, but maybe they wanted one or two different angles of it and stuff. I don't know.
Do you remember if David Lynch directed that or was it someone else?
I have no idea. I cannot remember that.
I just wondered if you got to meet him or.
I don't think we did. I think they had people helping them. Or if
Right.
they did, I was a high school senior, so maybe I should have been more starstruck with the people I met, but I just didn't really realize who I was talking to, maybe.
And then when it came on TV the next year, you would have, you'd been graduated.
Mhm.
Did people, I mean, if my friend said, that's me, I would say, no, it isn't, get out of here. I mean, did people recognize you?
Yeah, I think once they realize it's me, they're like, oh yeah, I can see that. I mean, my hair is still basically the same long curly hair, and yeah, nobody's not believed me if I've told them.
Uh-huh. And
Mhm.
so I guess you just never posted online. So how we found you is someone posted in the Mount Si reunion group
Okay.
that you were the person, and people have been looking, they're trying to find you and like I said, the moonwalk guy.
Uh-huh.
And someone just mentioned your name, and then they always give them to me to
To find out for sure.
to be the person that's, because I'll ask anyone anything, and
Uh-huh.
they send me in there to find out.
Funny.
And
They did bring it up a little while ago, and we were talking about it. We were trying to figure out if we got paid, and I don't know if anybody really remembered if we did get paid or not.
yeah, and they really should owe you for that season 3 clip. I mean,
Exactly.
come
Yeah,
on.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you need to be getting some residuals for that. I mean, my
I
goodness.
probably signed away and said, yeah, I'll take whatever money you give me now and you can use them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
said
probably
that.
did. I'm sure as
Yeah.
an extra, you've signed
Yes.
your scream and your runaway. Every time you scream, you got to pay David Lynch 30 cents.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would just think this should be like a family thing. You should sit down and you should watch the pilot of Twin Peaks.
We might have to. I think it's rated R, though. I guess my kids are now old enough, but
Well, the
we
TV
just
show
never
is
did
fine.
Before. What?
The TV show, it was on TV.
Oh, is it?
So it's not.
Yeah, I've never watched. I did watch a lady doing a recap of all of a couple of the shows last night after I messaged with you, so I could kind of catch up. So I do know a little bit more, and I did watch the movie when I was younger, but I don't know if my kids have ever watched it. Like I said, my sister watches it, my little sister, and my twin sister has maybe seen it. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
We
And
for sure went and saw where we were.
And is your twin sister mad that you got to be the screamer and she didn't?
I doubt it.
Because she should be. She's not being interviewed today.
She would probably, she's a little bit like me where we don't like to be in the hot seat, so she's probably fine.
So what was it like to be in high school and have this TV show come to town?
It was pretty fun. I remember loving that they changed things and it was different than regular days, It's kind of cool to have something big like that in our town, and yeah, it was
And
pretty fun.
you don't still live there?
No, I don't. I live in Idaho now.
Okay, because they're doing a big Twin Peaks celebration, and I'm going up there next week. And
Okay,
I'll
okay,
be hosting some panels and doing a book signing at on the street a couple down from Tweed's Cafe.
okay,
And if you were there, I was going to have you come by and get on one of the panels.
okay. Where are you gonna do the book signing?
It's called the Snoqualmie. Isn't this bad that I'm blanking? Is it
No.
trading company? Snoqualmie Trading Company? Is that
Okay,
something?
but it's by Tweeds.
It's 3 doors down from Tweed's.
Okay,
It's the Snoqualmie Trading Company, Friday, February 24th at 4:30.
okay.
And
That's a new place. That wasn't there. I mean, even we had our high school reunion, probably 30, a couple years ago, and I don't remember that being there either then, but
well, I
it
think
could-
there's 2 locations, and I know the one that we're doing by Tweed's is new, and then the other
Okay.
one is on Railroad Road up
Oh,
there.
okay.
And do you have family that's still up there?
I don't have family. I have friends that are like family, but no actual family there anymore.
And I mean, it's such a beautiful town.
So gorgeous.
Was it a
Yeah.
wonderful childhood to grow up there?
Yeah. It was beautiful. And I only things I can ever think of that were bad or stuff like bad memories are things that I did to myself. So everything else was pretty amazing. I had a lot of really great friends and a good school, good parents, good siblings. It was amazing growing up there.
Did you love the pie at Tweed's?
I'm trying to remember if I've ever had the pie at Tweed's, but I do love pie. And I know I went there with my sister, but it seemed like maybe one day, the time we went, they were out of pie or something.
I just wondered because I knew that they wrote that into the show because David and Mark were eating the pie at Tweed's while they were.
I'm sure it's delicious. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
know I've
good.
gone there. Have you had it then?
Of course I have.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, many, many times, because whenever I go up there, you got to get some, I like the chocolate pie best. I know cherry pie is what you're supposed to, but you
Yeah.
go for the chocolate pie.
I didn't get to talk to my little sister before, and she's probably the one that has a better memory and really likes it. So she would probably be able to tell me if I had pie.
I just think that is, I love that, there's us out here who are still covering Twin Peaks and uncovering things. And like you were in it and it happened your senior year and you're just on with your life and who cares?
Well, not who cares. I do love the town. I love that we had that experience. I just had no idea that there was even anybody looking for the Screaming Girl. I thought it was such a small part and never even thought twice about that part of it.
Well, I mean, it sets such a mood and it really shows how much the town is shaken by the death. And, it's just setting that mood, and you just hadn't seen something like that on television.
Well, and it probably would, if it would have been, our town was little back then, and it would have made a huge difference on our town if one of our high school kids had really passed away. It would have been probably exactly like that.
Right. I mean,
We all knew each other. There was not very many kids in our high school. We knew everybody. We were good friends with everybody.
Were any of your other friends in the pilot that you can remember?
I know that one of my best friends, Angie Riley, she was in it, but I think she was in the hallway too with my sister and brother. And another girl who I really love, her name's Heather Mayhew. She, I think she was in it. And then I can't remember I'd have to watch it again to see exactly if I recognize anybody.
This is the guy.
Yeah. And those 2 girls look familiar. I know them. I can't remember their names. So sorry to them that I can't remember their names, but sometimes I can't remember my own kids' names. So
Okay, maybe here's
Don't
where
want
your
them to
brother
feel
and sister
bad.
are. I was trying to find some people. Let's see if your family's in this.
Yeah, that's my sister, on the left-hand side in the black sweater.
Where am I? Oh, where am I? Let's see.
And she's actually with our friend named Troy
This right
Armstrong.
here
Uh-huh.
is your sister.
Yeah,
That's so fun.
yeah, it's fun.
I've been to the school. The school's been torn down now.
Yeah, and rebuilt. All fancy.
But I did get to go and tour it and look out the courtyard where you were and, walk through before it got torn down. And it's just so funny that you just went to school there.
Yeah. That was my, yep, daily stuff.
I love it. Is there anything else that you remember from the day or the experience that I didn't ask you about?
Not that I can think of. It was fun because it was different. That was fun. I liked being able to be in it with my brother and sister. I don't see my brother in that. She was actually walking next to a guy named Troy Armstrong, a good friend of ours. And so my sister and brother and I were also after this in another movie called Plain Clothes. And we walked, and I think that's the one where they're actually together in the movie. So maybe my brother's not in this one, but he, like, right after Heidi walks by, then maybe he walks by or something like that. Just
Interesting.
not in the,
So
not
they
in
filmed a movie called Plain Clothes in Snoqualmie?
no, not in Snoqualmie. We drove to like near Seattle somewhere on
Okay.
a weekend and did it, but also it's in a school and they're walking and it looks a lot like that situation. And when you get older, I don't know if you have the same thing, but things kind of like mush together in your brain and
Yeah.
and disappear a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, but it was a school scene where they're walking in a hallway too. So I kind of maybe got those two mixed up.
Well, I know that this was outside of your comfort zone, but I appreciate you doing it. And everyone's going to be excited to have this mystery solved and to know that, the screaming girl is fine.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Not running around screaming anymore. Everything's fine. She's there. She
Yeah.
looks bad there, but she's fine now.
Yeah. I worked through it and have moved on. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you
I'm
so
sad
much.
for her. You're welcome.
This was so much
Anything else?
fun. And I think that is so great. We're just happy to know you. And I'm sorry that probably now people are going to be sending you Facebook requests. And, you can get that autograph money can come around. So,
I doubt that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, have fun in North Bend. I hope it's nice weather for you.
I
So
love
beautiful.
going up there. I try to go every year. I would love to move up there. It's so beautiful, even outside
It
of the
is so beautiful.
aspect. I just love
There's a place in Snoqualmie, the candy store. If they still sell their grinders, those are delicious.
Okay.
It's a sandwich that you need to go to. And of course, the Snoqualmie Falls. I think I saw a picture that you were there one time.
Many times. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I love that.
I love
Do
going.
you like to hike?
I do, but a little hike.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah. Well, it's not super hard, but the Mount Si one was hard for me, but not hard for everybody else. But one of my favorite ones is, I think it's called Twin something. Oh, I just forgot it. It's just a couple exits down. I'll have to message you when I remember the name of it.
Yeah, I
Twin
can't.
Falls, maybe Twin Falls.
I mean, there's a lot of beautiful places to go there, and I like to walk down by the falls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That hill is kind of a lot, and I don't know. The last time I did it, I thought, you know what, it's time to know your age, and possibly you're done with hiking.
It has been a while since I did. It is Twin Falls, I think, and it has been a while since I did it, but it's so beautiful. And you see two little falls, one behind you, one across, in front of you, and it's really beautiful. If people like to hike, there's lots of places to hike there. That's so pretty.
and get a good grinder. So this is good advice.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there for a week and we're super excited about it to celebrate Twin Peaks. And I mean, will I run and scream across the courtyard? I don't know, but it might happen.
Well, if you do, I would like a video of that. Maybe we could put yours in place of mine, maybe.
Sure. I
Okay.
mean, I've reenacted many a Twin Peaks scene. This won't be
You
the
have.
first and it won't be the last.
My twin sister said that maybe when my little sister was asking about it, she might have had her friend with her that loves the movie so much, and they possibly asked me to reenact it, and it might be the only time I ever did. I just can't remember if I did it or not.
And in that courtyard you did it, or you just
No, it was just in our backyard,
in the backyard?
but we could see Mount Si in the background probably. And mhm.
I love that. I think it's amazing.
I'm glad. I'm glad I could make some people happy. It's very weird to me that people have looked for like, I don't know. That's funny.
That's what we do. It's just searching for the interviews and trying to get the stories down. So
Yeah.
that's
Gotta
all.
get the story.
Just capturing history. So thank you so much for sharing with us. And I will send you this link. And you know, I was pretty nice. I didn't ask you to scream and run at all. I say sit,
Good job. Thank you.
sit and relax.
Thank you.
got it
I'm
on
too old now. I don't scream and run very often.
I don't blame you, me neither.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
Okay, thank
us.
you. Yeah.
Wasn't she just adorable? I loved her so much. She was so kind, and you could really tell that in her spirit was kindness. We talked a little bit after. I learned that she works as an EMT, so she's like giving back to the community, which I think what those people do is incredible. And this was not her forte. This wasn't something she really wanted to do, but who could resist the charm of Scott Ryan? Please. But it's just fun that now we know who the Screaming Girl is. She's a very private person, so leave her be. But it is cool that we now know. And maybe she's going to be able to get us the moonwalk guy. I mean, then it's pretty much done. I don't know what Dugpa and Stephen Miller are going to do. Spend time with their families? That would be crazy. So remember to get my new Lost Highway book, full color edition. It is amazing. It looks so good. I mean, you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to want to get them, and they're going to go quick because I've got a couple of things brewing for the rest of the year, some big events that we'll be announcing pretty soon, probably on the next episode. And I think because I didn't get very many of the Lost Highway books, they're going to go fast. So go to bluerosemag.com in order the Lost Highway book or my Fire Walk with Me book, or pick up a Blue Rose magazine. There's all kinds of stuff. Thank you, everyone. And, I'm supposed to ask all the guests about kindness in their career. And I did forget to ask Holly that, but I feel like she sent out kindness the whole time. So I think we're okay. And, if you're on the internet, just be nice to everyone. Just be nice. So have a great day, and we will see you next time. That's all our time.